Hey, welcome to this Field of Glory 2 gameplay video. If you ever imagined leading Byzantine cavalry to victory, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Well, hey, welcome. We're going to get started our first campaign in the new DLC, Age of Belisarius. I've been waiting for this. This is one of my favorite periods. So let's go ahead and get in there. Okay, and while this is loading up, please consider subscribing, hit that bell notification, share with your friends who like this sort of thing, and please, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm very interested in your feedback. Okay, this campaign follows the career of Flavius Bellisarius, the main instrument of the Byzantine Empire, Emperor Justinian, the first ambitious project of reconquering much of the Mediterranean territory of the former Western Roman Empire, which had been lost in the previous century. And so it goes on to talk about all the good things he did, but primarily the recovery of Africa, Italy, and southern Spain. So now I need to turn that down just a little bit so I can hear myself think. I think I'm going to leave this on Legate since I haven't played these armies. I'll give myself a little bit of a break. That might be being a pansy, but there you go. Let's get in there and get going. So first we got to go to war with the Persians. We've been at war with the Persians since 527 AD, supposedly over the issue of the Persian king of kings, Kavad I, forcibly converting the kingdom of Iberia to Zoroastrianism. He's been religious. 3 years later, Kavad had sent a vast army to northern Mesopotamia under the overall command of General Peroz. You have been sent to halt their progress to prevent them from capturing the fortress of Daras. In order to raise a large enough army, you have been forced to mobilize a local garrison. That means lots of crummy troops. The armies meet near Daras. Now it says, dig ditches to protect your infantry. Okay. Well, like I normally do, I'm going to go set this up without dragging you through it. And when we're back in just a moment, we'll have an army in place, ready to go, and we'll get after it. See you in just a moment. Well, okay, here we are. Well, let's look this over before we find out what the Persians have in mind. In this scenario, you make your selections, and the game throws these ditches down, so then you take advantage of the ditches, right? So I've got my Legio Comitatensis in the front line behind the ditches. Counts as an obstacle, not as cover. And then the Limitani in the second line, along with some irregular foot on that right flank. And then the additional Limitani, along with the Belisarius, there's a teeny tiny little reserve behind the front line. Now, I've messed with this before. I've seen cataphracts break trying to get across that, and I've also seen elephants push across it. So it's not a, it's no cover from bow fire. So the Persians will like to sit there and shoot you up before they engage. Basically, though, the idea is to hold the center while the flanks get worked. The AI will throw some fairly substantial forces at the center. On the right, I have auxilia and archers in this rough, looking to shoot crap out of anything that comes this way. Some light cav and then armored horse archers and lancers over here. This is hopefully hold this flank, maybe even beat a small force if it comes that way. And I've got the big heavy flank over here with all the armored horse archers, the veteran Byzantine lancers, and the armored nobles back here. Now these guys can be dismounted, but only during setup as best I can tell. So if you want, you can have undrilled, heavy foot, unmaneuverable, superior armored offensive spearmen. given how I'm setting this up, I think we're better off with them on a horse. I've also held the cavalry back, and this is me playing a little gamey thing. I believe, I don't know how the AI works, but I've observed how the AI works, and I believe that it would behave differently about these flanks if these guys were, let's say, standing here. I'm kind of hoping that with the flanks refused like this, that they will focus more on the center, and then we can see about slamming the door on whatever they have on the flanks. Hey, if it works, great. If it doesn't, well, then it doesn't. So let's go ahead and get a look at what the AI has in mind rather than sit here and talk all day long. Well, we don't see, and they don't want to go anywhere. Really nasty elephants. I don't know if the game makes a differentiation between African and Indian elephants. Maybe I can dig that through the manual somewhere. But those would be great big nasty Indian elephants. Some cavalry, some lights, and some lights. Some lights. There's a bunch of guys stashed back up in here, or stashed in here, or stashed in here. I don't know. But they didn't want to move. And just between us girls, neither do I. So we're going to sit back, take a nice panoramic view, and see if they want to come out and play. Dun, 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 dun. They said, no, no, no. Well, you don't understand. I didn't dig these ditches to come out there. So this could be a really boring video. Well, 4 turns. Guys, I mean it. I'm not coming out from behind the ditches. I mean, you are attacking us, right? In the big picture. So we're not coming out from behind the ditches. This may be a silly video. Well, that's 6 turns, and if nothing else, the video will demonstrate how stubborn the AI and old Waz can be. Really, if it gets to 12, we'll just call it a day. 8! Well, come on now. Uh-oh, something's happening. Here they come. We outweighted them. That means there's a lot less turns left, though. That was like 9 out of 24. Well, that's not exactly screaming out after me, is it? Well, let's see what happens. The lights are coming. Okay, his right flank is moving, and there we go. I think things are about to start happening. And I'm not sure that these javelin men don't belong. I think they just might belong better over here. So let's get out of the way. I don't know what just as I watch this happen. So what did I put those guys there for? There, at least the AI saw me move. All right, well, it's gonna be a short game. We're running to halfway. All right, I think he's gotten serious. Bellisarius, show me your... Ooh, that's rough. I want to see your command radius. Ooh, that's really rough. These guys are out of command. Well, I should probably send them off on some kind of long, loping, get behind you kind of thing. And they can't move. Yeah, they're out of undo impossible because what did I reveal? I revealed a previously hidden enemy. Well, maybe I did, but I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was that guy. That's fine. Come on, I need you to commit deeper. I'm going to sit here and let you get in the middle of it. Here they come up to start shooting pee-waddle out of the poor infantry standing. Aha! Aha! Oh! Are those guys considered part of... I'm afraid they were, and that was an unforeseen, stupid move on my part. Unforced error, huh? However, they've got their maneuverability, so I think maybe they can... Oh... I'm going to get caught up in a fight here. I don't want the lights in. And well, that's just fascinating. Just how far can they move without... Yeah, that was a foolish mistake on my part. I don't know if it'll matter in the end, but there it is. All right, let's get in here and start doing what it is we do. Start pounding. Start pounding. 1, 2, 3. I think that would work, huh? There we go. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to upset. And we're looking to make unhappy those that would torture us. Now I'm beginning to think I ought to go back over here and play games with that guy. Yep. And I could go over here and get run over out in the open ground. That would be interesting. I'm not sure if it would benefit me ultimately, but it would be interesting. Open ground, open ground, open ground. And turn, and we'll just see what he does, depending on how we want to utilize those guys. All right, other side. Okay, for some reason, sometimes it doesn't recognize that I've turned loose of the mouse button. Oh. Come over here. I'm going to get tied up with these guys. I really don't want that to be easy for them. Now, here comes a very interesting question. When do I begin moving these guys off go? These guys will get up into position to start shooting this next round. What I don't want to do is draw attention from here. I'm not worried about this. I mean, you know, this is tough. These are really good, really good. I don't want to draw any undue attention from these guys. I think we will position ourselves thusly. And same problem here. I don't want any of these guys coming this way anytime soon. I'm going to let them stand. Come to me, come to me. All right, here we go. That's right. That's right. That's what I want to see. You guys get deeper. I need you deeper in here. There you go. Come on. There we go. That's the ticket. Get in here. Get that rough ground between you and that flank. Looks like he just can't stand it. He's got to send these guys over there. Get those elephants in deep. Come on. Bring them on. What I don't want is dealing with elephants on my flanks. I'm going to have enough fun. I'm going to have plenty enough fun trying to deal with the flanks without the help of pachyderms. All right. Go around there and shoot. There and shoot. And pour this next round of fire into him. Outstanding. Let's go ahead and give him another one then. The delicate balancing act here with these flanks. It's really critical. Cataphracts. We're going to see some interesting stuff in here soon, aren't we? Probably should have run with those guys. Probably should have. Let's see if we can start putting some dings on the sub-general. And I think it's time to get engaged. It's time to get serious. I got a bad feeling that I may have just drawn the elephants my way, but we'll find out. Okay. They can shoot there for 12 to 60. They can shoot there for 12 to 60. I would have been very happy to see a disruption there. Now for the lights. Must be careful not to get them caught up between these lines. I just might do something crazy like run up here and see if I can toy with these guys and keep them occupied. Oh Lord, well, you know, sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. Okay, they go there, they go there. And do I have any? Okay, everybody is shot that can shot. Everybody's shot that can shot. Okay. Let's see if I moved a turn too soon on the left. Yep, my lights are going to get bagged. I think the answer may be yes, because Oh, look, they charged and made my horse archers evade. Okay. And over here, I'm watching over to the left, and all the action's happening over here on the right. Well, that's fascinating. Come on, elephants. Go straight. No, 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 no. I think maybe I screwed up. No, no, don't go that way. That's a bad plan. Yeah, a lot of shooting over here on the right. That's where, that's exciting stuff. Shoot. Shoot. And get all these guys. You know, I may just leave those guys pointing in that direction. Out of range. I should have come up another one. All right, let's get down in here and get serious about putting a pounding on him. Nope, he's not going to be able to get to him, so we just go ahead and continue to wear him out. We can actually go all the way to there. And turn? Well, I'm for that. There we go. That's more like it. This is the kind of mess that I want to make over here. These guys can attempt to fade away. Oh, wait, they can keep going. Go! Keep going. Get out of there. That's a relief. I wanted to see them. I wanted to see them out of that. All right. Let's get back over here. He can turn. These are all horse archers. I'm not really anxious to approach them with these guys right now. It's just a good way to get shot up. This guy's going to go over here and say, elephant, elephant, look at me, look at me, look at me. I probably should have stayed one hex away from them, one square away from them. That was poorly considered. And anybody else that needs to shoot that can shoot? Yes. Have I not done any shooting here? Okay. Well, boys and girls, I'm for that. And now, would be a lot happier if that was Lancers on his flanks, but I'll take it. Watch his flank. Oh, what to do, what to do. Well, I like this one. I like trotting out here and watching this guy's flank. I don't want to get into this. These guys will shoot these boys to pieces. It will be unpleasant. And charging them is hopeless. That'll just drag me out there where I'll get crushed in a scrum. It'll be bad. I have the same problem here, no matter how you cut it, because my light cav is otherwise engaged. Nope. And they've already done their thing. I want him back up in that mess. I think we've done our thing over here. Yep. Got any shooters left? Got anybody else I want to move? Yeah, I just want to charge out from behind my ditches. That would be probably not the best idea I've ever had. Okay, so far I'm not too enthused. Let's find out what happens. Oh, come on now. I went through all the trouble of getting you disrupted. You go and rally. That's just uncalled for. I am surprised. They charged. Okay. Oh, well, that's one way to break up that flank attack. Yeah, okay. I can kind of see that. And these guys are going to get involved with those guys, which beats getting beat up by all the bows. I can kind of see that too. Well, so far, I don't think I've executed particularly well on the left. I do like having the elephants charging my light cavalry, which has now gotten in the bag and will never survive that. Dun 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 dun. Well, oh, you know, that's just pathetic. I can't charge them. That's pathetic. There's an 81% chance to win. So let's go there and shoot. Let's charge with those guys. Let's charge with those guys. They held firm. That sucks. I'd have been a lot happier if, yeah, we're going to die, but we're going to mess with the elephants. We don't care. This light cavalry got run off by the... I have not done this particularly well. This guy can come up here. Give him some grief. And I would have been a lot happier with a break there before that crowd can intervene, but there it is. They've done it. And here, my light cav has been pushed right out of the way. Yeah, I'm not surprised he accepted that charge. So, we'll start putting hurt on him. And Oh, Lordy, that's just slow, slow, slow work, isn't it? See if we can make them sad. And that can't be good for us in the long run, but it's got that unit tied up, which I'm not going to argue with. We got any shooters left? Yes, he can turn and shoot. There we go. There we go. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. No shooters. They're going to stand there behind their ditch. They're going to stand there behind their ditch. They're going to stand there behind their ditch. Although, is that rough ground? Nope, they're not going out there. Okay, well, we are well and truly engaged. And I think we'll do one more round. All right, it's getting exciting in the center where they're beginning to pound on us. Here comes their foot, such as it is. Yep, they're going to shoot hell out of my Lancers. Getting deeply engaged in the center. Trying to break these guys up, break their cohesion. They can charge. An elephant has gotten over to the left to make my life sad. That's very bad. That's very, very bad. Now watch these guys hold that melee. Okay, auto break. And my guy charges off into oblivion where he will be crushed. Thank you, game system, for forcing me to die. It just doesn't matter how... Oh my God, that couldn't have been worse. That could not be dumber or worse. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, things just fell apart here on this flank. Things just went to hell. Well, okay, if that's the way you're going to be about it. Can you get around there and turn and shoot? Yep, well, you can shoot. And before we get too deep into this, let's see. Let's see what happens over here. You know what? I don't know how to get much better than fragmented. I don't think I can pin them in there. I don't have enough guys. So if I charge with anyone, he's got a way out. But he's almost at half strength. Get in there. Broke him. I'm for that. Turn and shoot there. Because it's what we do. Shoot. Let's go get them. Oh, they didn't evade. They had nowhere to go. this guy can close up on him. This guy can close up on him. All right, we're doing better on this flank than we are on the other by a stretch. Things over here. You know what? He should have gone the other way. Things over here are looking kind of dicey. We've got guys who've gone and thrown themselves out into bad places. How do we save them? I am not sure. I am not sure at all. But we're going to have to figure something out here in a minute. So, yes, very sad. Very sad, very bad place to be. Very sad, very stupid place to be. Elephants everywhere. Better archers than I have. All in all, it sucks. Where's my light cavalry guy? There he is. I'm running back down there. This guy is just screwed. That won't make any difference, but what the heck, it made me feel good. I feel obliged to get up in there with this guy. These guys have got to get up in here and keep this from turning into a complete mess. Charge him and he will just run away. But then I'll have this guy all over me like white on rice. He can't turn. Now he can. Fixing to have elephants all over us, making us sad. Yeah, I was hoping would be me crushing their right has turned into them crushing my left. I don't see good things happening over here. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. And I think it's time to put a cut in it. Thanks for watching. Come on back and see how it works out. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button and please share and comment. See you again soon.